Welcome to my channel, Life is Relationships. The silent poisons that end relationships.
The silent poisons that end relationships. We often think relationships end with a bang, a dramatic betrayal, a furious argument, an unforgivable act. But more often, love dies not with an explosion, but with a slow, steady drip of silent poisons. These are the insidious behaviors that erode the foundation of trust, respect, and connection, often going unnoticed until the damage is irreparable. Unlike obvious conflicts, these poisons are dangerous precisely because they are quiet. They operate in the background, in the space between words, in the moments we choose comfort over courage. Here are the most corrosive silent poisons and how to identify them before it's too late.
1. The contempt of complacency. Complacency is the assumption that your partner will always be there, no matter what. It's the end of courtship, the death of effort. This poison manifests as taking your partner for granted, forgetting to say thank you, no longer planning date nights, letting personal habits slide, or assuming they will handle all the emotional labor. The antidote: choose to see your partner anew each day. Reignite intentionality. Small, consistent acts of appreciation, a coffee made just how they like it, a heartfelt compliment, are powerful antidotes. Never stop dating your partner.
2. The resentment of unspoken expectations.
This is one of the most common and deadly relationship poisons. We all enter relationships with a set of unspoken rules about roles, love, and fairness. When we expect our partner to read our minds about how the house should be cleaned, how affection should be shown, or what support looks like, we set them up for failure. Each unmet expectation becomes a small brick in a wall of resentment. The antidote: practice radical clarity. Move from, they should know what I need, to, I will bravely ask for what I need. Have regular, relationship business meetings to discuss expectations, division of labor, and emotional needs without accusation.
3. The erosion of emotional bid neglect.
Psychologist Dr. John Gottman coined the term, bids for connection, those subtle attempts for attention, affection, or support. It can be as simple as, look at that bird, or a sigh after a long day. Turning toward these bids, e.g., looking at the bird, asking about the sigh, builds connection. Turning away, ignoring them, grunting, staying on your phone, is a silent poison that tells your partner their inner world doesn't matter to you. The antidote: become a bid detector. Make a conscious effort to acknowledge and respond to your partner's small attempts to connect. Even a simple, I'm sorry you had a tough day, tell me about it, can fortify your bond against erosion. 4. The acid of passive aggression. When we avoid direct conflict to keep the peace, we often create a more toxic war underneath. Sullen silence, the fine, that clearly isn't fine, procrastinating on a promised task, or subtle sarcasm are all forms of passive aggression. This poison communicates displeasure without the honesty required to resolve it, leaving your partner to navigate a maze of your unhappiness with no map. The antidote: replace passive aggression with gentle, direct communication. Use, I feel, statements, I feel hurt when, instead of, you always, accusations. Understand that healthy conflict is a pathway to intimacy, not a threat to it. 5. The slow freeze of defensiveness.
In the face of a complaint, defensiveness is a primal instinct to protect oneself. But in a relationship, it's a poison that halts all progress. When your partner says, I felt lonely at that party, and you retort, well, you were the one talking to your friends the whole time. You are building a wall. Defensiveness refuses responsibility and invalidates your partner's experience, ensuring the real issue is never addressed. The antidote: listen to understand, not to rebut. Try to find the 2% of truth in your partner's complaint, even if you disagree with 98% of it. A simple, help me understand why you felt that way, can thaw the freeze instantly.
Conclusion. The vigilance of love. A lasting relationship is not one that is free from poison, but one that has a robust immune system. It requires the daily vigilance of appreciation, the courage of clear communication, and the humility to turn toward your partner again and again. The silent poisons thrive in the dark. Bring them into the light through conscious, consistent effort. The most profound work of love often happens not in the grand gestures, but in the quiet, deliberate choice to drain these poisons from the well of your partnership, ensuring the water remains clean and life-giving for years to come. Thank you for wandering into my corner of the internet. If you'd like this path we're on to continue, planting your subscription is the first step. Your comments are the water that helps it grow, and your shares are the sunshine that lets it reach others.